We could never have imagined that we would have to save children with military injuries. It was the first time we had to pull the bullets and fragments out of children. Sadly, said Pavlo Plavskyi, one of the best children neurosurgeons in Ukraine. Welcome to the UniqUA channel. On the 24th of February 2022, every doctor and employee at the children's hospital, Okhmadyt, in the capital of Ukraine had a difficult choice, to stay with their family or stay with their little sensitive patients. The devotion to their work didn't make them doubt even a second. The first several weeks there was a terrifying military action around Okhmadyt, gunshots on the territory of the hospital, explosions which were seen from the windows of the wards. Recollected the employees. On the 16th of March at 6 a.m. the children's hospital shattered. There had been 3 explosions somewhere close. One of the enemy's missiles hit the building nearby. The blast wave damaged windows and doors of one of the hospital buildings, and some fragments of the missile landed on the balcony of the neurosurgery department for newborn children. It was when the Okhmadyt hospital started working 24/7 and became a hospital not only for children, but for adults as well. Bomb shelters were prepared and doctors performed operations even when there were explosions. It was a new frightening reality: injured children who had a lot of fragments taken out of them, their parents and close people who were injured or killed just in front of them. For 46 days from the beginning of the war, the neurosurgeon, the head of the children's neurosurgical department of Okhmadyt, Pavlo Plavskyi, wasn't at home. When there were fights to invade Kiev, he and his colleagues lived at work. Doctors were working with emergencies, for example a case of a 13-year-old Sonia from Mykolaiv. After the Russian attack on civilian houses, the girl had a metal fragment stuck in her head between the hemispheres of the brain. It was possible to take it out only in 3 weeks at Okhmadyt, when the child was safely brought to Kiev. The operation was successful and now Sonia is in rehabilitation. Every day we fight for everyone's life. We try to win not only at war, but also defeat illnesses. To have surgeries on children is frightening, because their lives are in our hands. It is a question of who feels more scared, parents or doctors who understand what they have at risk. Confessed Pavlo Plavskyi. A 2-year-old Taras had a stroke, because of which his left hand and leg did not function. To save him he needed an urgent neurosurgical operation of the 5th level of difficulty, which could be done not in all hospitals even in peaceful times. He needed an urgent operation. Recollected Pavlo Plavskyi. It took 4 hours for doctors to save the boy's life despite the loud air raid sirens and explosions somewhere close. You couldn't stop the operation. To be nervous meant to risk a child's life. The only thing left for the brave doctors was to continue this delicate operation and pray that no bomb would hit the building. And they succeeded as always. Again there was an air raid siren for the 4th time that day. The doctors quickly packed up all the necessary things and carried children in their arms to the bomb shelter. Soon there was no spare space even on the floor. Pavlo Plavskyi hurried up from one building of the hospital into another to treat a patient with a gunshot on a leg, which left her without a toe. She was only brought to hospital and she needed medical help urgently before the next gunfire started. The mother of the girl was not brought to hospital yet. Unfortunately, the younger brother died on the spot. Pavlo Plavskyi has a lot of similar stories. We will continue working, saving the lives and health of children and all the people who need our help at this hard time, he said. During this time there were 100 patients with different injuries. The younger was 1 month old, the older 83 years old. Doctors are soldiers as well, but their battlefield is in hospitals. They continue to provide treatment and save the lives of thousands of Ukrainians. They are the real heroes who don't stop saving people while air raid sirens, explosions and gunfire.